Voter suppression is a nationwide issue that is likely to occur in every election. Anti-intimidation laws are in place to protect against voter interference. Reporter Faith Abercrombie talked to several different groups to learn how to prevent it and report it.
Voter intimidation is a scare tactic used that leads to voter suppression.
So at the federal level, there are a number of criminal prohibitions on voter intimidation. There's also civil provisions that allow people to be sued for intimidating voters. And then in Arizona specifically, there is a specific state law that makes it a misdemeanor to intimidate any person for voting for a candidate, for refraining from voting, or to vote against another candidate.
Sending threatening emails or campaigning within a polling location can lead to serious consequences.
If anybody is intimidating voters or committing election fraud, the penalties are significant. You're looking at a large fine or jail time.
The state of Arizona requires a 75-foot perimeter around every voting location to avoid intimidation. Some activities that are prohibited include electioneering or carrying firearms or weapons of any sort. Your ballot selfies from home are okay, but any pictures or videos taken within the 75-foot distance can count as a misdemeanor.
The poll workers are trained to de-escalate the situation if they're able to, like ask the people to leave, but then they have a designated troubleshooter that they would reach out to if they weren't able to diffuse the situation on their own.
A group called the Lincoln Project partnered with the Democracy Labs to create the initiative See Something, Say Something 2020. During the 2018 midterm election, about 1,133 voters reported a problem on Election Day, yielding about 623 valid reports.
It's not an app. You don't have to download anything. If you just go to csay2020.com, there's a brief form to fill out. You should put your name, your contact information, and then what happened, and then any photo or video evidence you have of it. It's really, really simple. We don't release people's names publicly. The only reason we track them is if we see something particularly egregious, we want to be able to follow up with whoever saw it.
Every ballot cast is completely anonymous. Any signs of voter intimidation should always be reported immediately. Faith Abercrombie, Cronkite News.
CSAY 2020 is up and running for this year's election. You can also report any signs of voter interference to poll workers, county election officials, or law enforcement.